God, I don't know what Chris is doing, but he looks really odd. Wow. He probably hasn't had his tablets today. Chris!
Tim? What are you doing here?
Is that you?
Are you camping right next to me?
Yeah, is that you?
That's my tent.
Oh, there's your bike!
That's my bike, and that's your bike. What? I wondered whose bike that was. It's yours.
Yeah.
How's this always happening to us?
I don't know.
So you must have rocked up in the middle of the night, I guess.
Yeah, well, it was dark. What are you doing?
I'm just listening to my music.
Oh.
Oh, my BT-S2, see?
Yeah. Oh, this is low.
Perhaps we should turn around and face this camera, which I set up earlier.
That's amazing. Wow.
You know, Tim,
Yeah.
our most popular video on our channel is the review of the BT-S2. But it was only just after we just bought it.
Why don't we do an update while we're here?
So how are you enjoying the BT-S2?
For the money, I think they're brilliant. And the thing about them, for general everyday stuff, brilliant. The only issue I have is at higher speeds, I find it hard to hear you. And that could be either your system or my system, but I think it's mine because this helmet, the speakers, I have to put a bit behind a cushion.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Whereas yours, they have a completely open area for them. So I think that's what the difference is.
Because I can hear you still quite clearly when you're struggling to hear me.
Yeah.
And it might also be we wear different ear protection
Yes,
as well.
I wear the Alpine earplugs.
And I wear a Purifit earring protection, which are disposable, spongy ones.
Foam ones. Oh yeah, we find them good. But what we didn't show you in the previous one is how to turn them on.
Yes.
They're on now.
Shall we switch them off and then
we'll turn them off and then turn them on.
Let's do that.
And then we can show how you pair. That you can play music through them. So as you saw Chris enjoying some music earlier, you can make phone calls on them. You can adjust the volume with them, obviously. And my daughter's rung me a couple of times and said it's been crystal clear. Yeah, so that's good. The only issue is when you're turning them on, it's a good idea to turn your Bluetooth off because that can affect it somehow. And then once it's on, just turn your Bluetooth back on your phone.
So what you need to do first is press the button, and you need to hold it down. So
on 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold them down together.
And you need to wait until the red light starts flashing on them.
Okay, so that's happening, and all that you do is touch that again. And you'll hear that noise there, and that means they're connected. One thing we did find with them is it comes with a bracket that connects it, and that's very permanent. It says you can take it off, but I've heard that people have issues with that. So we have just used the Velcro that comes with it, and mine's rock solid, it's never come off. Because of the curve of my helmet, I've put 2 bits of Velcro there to take away the curve, and it fits really well.
So this is the second time I've actually put the Velcro on, but it was the first time it started to peel. I was riding in really hot temperatures, 40 degrees Celsius on the freeways for hours and hours, and it actually started to peel off. But that might be also because I was constantly taking it on and off, and so I'm trying not to do that as much anymore. And I've also found a better position to actually mount it. Before I had it a little bit lower, which kind of like when I turned my head, it caught on my jacket, my motorcycle jacket, a little bit.
For $50, honestly, they're a bargain. I mean, there are the more expensive communication devices out there, and they have similar issues at speed. Well, some of my friends have, so we're happy really.
So the other things are we can talk on the mobile phone, as you said. You spoke to your family through Bluetooth, and I also have recently started listening to music as well. I used to not listen to music because I thought it may have been dangerous, but I can actually hear the traffic quite clearly around me. I do have to have, so I listen to music through on my mobile through Spotify, and I can have this either in my jacket or in my top box over there, where the camera's mounted, and my phone could be charging in the top box while I'm listening to music through it, and without it being wired up through Bluetooth. And one thing I do find is that you have to have, like travelling on the highway, you're travelling over 100 kilometres an hour, you need to have the music at maximum volume, you need to have your BT-S2 here, you need to have that on maximum volume. And actually, if there's one downside of the BT-S2, I think it needs to have the volume up, because I think we've both got them at maximum volume.
Yeah.
And because you're wearing earplugs, you need it at maximum. It would be good if it could go a little bit louder. But if you don't have earplugs in, then it's very loud.
And you go deaf.
Yeah. So with earplugs, it would be nice if you could turn them up a little bit more. But yeah, I've been enjoying listening to music. I don't usually do that when there's a lot of traffic through in the city, but when I'm doing long trips over to Melbourne, I'll listen to music, and it helps pass the time really nicely. What else about the BT-S2?
I think we've covered it really. Yeah. No, good value. If you want a good economical communication system, very good. I don't know how good they are at joining up multiple people. We've tried it and haven't had much luck there.
Oh, that's one thing. Like when we have connected to, we've connected to people with the Senna.
Yeah.
One thing that we've found is that the Senna comes through a little bit quieter.
Yeah. They do. Yeah, they do connect with other ones, but multiple ones we haven't worked out how to do that. You may be able to
I think in the documentation it does say there's a method to connect 3 BT-S2s, but I don't think that would include a Senna. I might be wrong there, but I think when you connect to a Senna, it goes through Bluetooth, and which cancels out the BT-S2 connection.
Yeah, we'd like to work out how to do it one day, but we haven't got there yet.
And also one thing, if you do have the Senna, it has to be in the universal Bluetooth mode, and that's the way it can connect to the BT-S2.
Okay, now it looks weird that I've got my helmet on, but I've got it on because I haven't got my other microphones, and I've got a microphone in here connected to the GoPro, so that's why I'm wearing it. I don't normally wear it when I go camping.
Yeah, well, you look weird with your helmet on, that's true, but you look weird without it anyway.
Thanks, Chris. And just have a look at where we are. It's beautiful here. Mount Remarkable National Park. It's quite remarkable.
So we're going to head into Melrose now and do a bit of shopping. And I'm going to listen to music on the way there through my BT-S2.
Thanks for watching, listening, and please subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
See ya. One thing we didn't mention, viewers, with the BT-S2, the battery life is exceptional, I think. Some people have said they've had it going for days, and Chris has said he's had the music going for 6 hours. 6 hours straight. So that's pretty good. Very good. Okay viewers, this is Melrose. Fantastic place. I would even consider living here. I've got a video on that on Mr. TPR of our trip here before.